First of all, John, how's your throat?
It's not so bad, it's getting better.
What do you mean it's not so bad, it's getting better?
Well, it was lousy the other day, I could hardly speak, but I had a couple of jabs here and there, and it's getting a bit better.
Ringo,
yes.
You're pretty popular in Toronto.
Thank you very much.
Do you like Toronto, or have you seen very much?
Well, what I've seen of it's okay.
What have you seen of it so far?
Hotel and drive-in from the airport.
How was that drive-in from the airport
Very
last
good,
night?
one of the best actually.
What do you mean by one of the best?
Well, it was well organised with the police,
Yeah, but you had a rough time coming through that King Edward Hotel lobby.
Oh, that
last
was
night.
a bit rough, but it was okay,
I understand you lost a tie clip.
No, I didn't. Someone made that up. I didn't even have a tie on.
There's a young lady back here a little while ago asking me how often you chaps wash your hair.
Once a week, twice, any time. It's like when we get a cut, there's no set time.
Paul,
Yes.
I think your name is Paul, right?
Yes.
Paul, you are a favorite in Toronto. I think it's your good. No, I think it's your good looks that go along with it.
Gee.
I'll get to you yet, sir. Paul, what do you think of Toronto? I mean, what you've seen of it so far?
Well, like Ringo says, we haven't seen a lot of it, but it's nice. We just saw a little bit, who's hitting me?
Go ahead.
John. Saw a few lights from the air, you couldn't really tell. Sounds good, though.
What
Nice.
about these people out here? I mean, you saw
Marvellous,
thousands of them
yeah,
today.
the audience is fantastic
Are the
today.
teenagers of Toronto any different from the teenagers that you met all across the continent?
No, they're all just as good, They're all great.
Well, we kind of think they're better.
Okay.
All right, as everyone
Now,
else.
let me get to your friend over here. Oh, he's already busy. That's I'll get you later. Okay. Now, where do you go from here?
Where do we go from here? We go to Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, where? Florida?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I thought you had a trip to Montreal somewhere in
Oh,
between.
yeah, sorry, Montreal and then Jacksonville. I thought you meant up to Canada.
Now, your first trip to Canada wasn't to Vancouver,
What's the
right?
wire? I don't know what's happening here.
Excuse us. People are passing through.
Your first trip into Canada was to Vancouver.
Yes.
What did you think of Vancouver?
Same. We didn't see much of it. We can't really tell you what the city is like, but the people are nice.
Well, I get the impression that you chaps are virtually prisoners in your own right.
Only when we're on tour. When we're not working, nobody knows where we are half the time.
You
We have a
don't
good
go
time.
anywhere. You don't do anything.
Well, we've come here to work, haven't we? We're on tour. When the tour's over, we've got 2 weeks off, and we can go out and do what we
Well,
like.
how do you feel about this personally? I mean, if I was in London, England, or if I was in Europe someplace, I'd like to go out and see something. I mean, you chaps will get a
But
chance
if you
to
were
see
there
anything.
to work, you wouldn't be. We came over here to do a tour and work. We don't come here to sightsee or see buildings or the local.
Well, what about
beauty
this press
spots.
conference right now? Is this sheer work? I mean, there's no pleasure involved.
pleasure,
The
yeah,
job,
but,
but we have a
We have
laugh.
a laugh where it's pleasure.
I haven't had a chance to talk to you very
Yeah,
much
you
at
missed
all.
me, didn't you? Yeah.
I didn't miss you at all. You were there, but you were talking to somebody else. You were busy. I wasn't.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Now, what is your impression of Canada?
It's very nice, yeah. I like it.
Now, when you are finished, touring around the country as a Beatle, have you given any thoughts to perhaps using a few of those shekels that you've earned to come back and perhaps see some of the cities that you've been in?
Yeah, probably. But, we haven't made any plans so far. We'll wait until that happens and then we'll start arranging what we're going to do.
Now, any group that gets together, 4 or 5 champs, 4 in your case, that gets together, over a period of time, there are a few,
Knocks.
knobby ends here and knobby ends there.
Yeah,
and the
well,
guys
we
don't
have
get along
slight
together.
ones, but, we've known each other so long. We know how to get on
How
with
long
each other.
have you known each other?
I've known Paul and John about 8 or 9 years. Us three have been, known each other that long. We've known Ringo about 4. So, we know.
Where'd you start?
That's why we're at school. We
Go back in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I say where did you start, I mean how did you start as well? I mean,
Well, we bought guitars and got together.
Pity you don't get a chance to see the place,
Isn't it?
George.
It is.
Look, I've been trapped.
Look, if you're going to talk, will you talk out in front of my camera? I can see you too.
Okay, I'm just asking, George. It's a pity you don't get out. so
It
much.
is.
And see the bricks and
Pity
that.
you don't too.
Well, I don't mind it. How do you feel?
I don't mind either. I'm having a good time.
Now, I've got one more question. Where do the hairdos come from? Where's the originality?
Scalp.
We just found them,
Sorry, we've got to go now, folks.
See you.